So you want to learn to shoot like Matthews. The first thing to know about Matthews is that he can shoot so many different ways from so many different angles. But what we're going to focus on today is probably his most challenging shot, and we'll break it down with 3 steps to make it easier for anyone to learn. So the first step is footwork. A lot of people see the Matthews shot and they say, oh, he changes the angle, which is true, and they see him pulling the puck in and then releasing from here. What they don't see is the footwork that leads up to it. So the footwork that he uses is he uses a corkscrew, then he pulls it in, and then he gets wide, and then he releases. So what we're doing with the footwork is we approach it in a wide stance, we call it a corkscrew. Then to learn it, we do an anchor off of our knob side foot, then we shoot off of our outside edge. So it looks a bit more like this. I'm here, wide, pull, and then release. So that's typically how you're seeing his footwork work. And we're seeing some actually really high-end players start to emulate this and learn this and add it to their game, which is really cool to see. So again, it is wide, pull in, outside edge, and then release. So it's a wide stance to narrow stance. What you'll notice is that as I change my stance, the puck changes where it is. So as I'm wide on my stance here, the puck is here. As I get narrow, the puck changes almost 5 to 10, sometimes 15 feet depending on his angle. So that's the first step, is to learn the footwork. You can do all the hand stuff in the world, but without the footwork, you're not gonna get the same angle change that Matthews has. That's the first thing. The second is a misconception about the hands. What a lot of people see is they see the toe in, and then they think that they have to toe it in all the way. That's not true. What actually happens just before Matthews is releasing is he's really actually opening that wrist up and that blade actually up. But then what you see at the end is this full follow through right into his chest, and that rotates the blade over. So it's actually toe in, blade open, and then release. You don't need to force it, it'll happen naturally, but the main misconception is that you have to keep the toe down the whole time. So if we slow it down and we look at it, you'll see that blade open up for a split second, and then it pulls and snaps like that. That's the second thing. And the third is where you shoot it. If I'm coming in as a righty and I'm here, I don't want to pull in and then shoot on that side because I just moved the goalie across. Where I want to make sure that I'm shooting is over here on the short side that I just pulled it to, because that goalie has to adjust. If we play it for me as a lefty, you'll see the opposite is true. So those are 3 steps to break down probably the most complex shot in the game and make it simple for anyone to learn. If you practice those 3 things, you're going to get a lot better at shooting like Matthews. Now, if you want to see the skating foundations that make that possible, we have that in a free training. It's called the Downhill Skating Free Training. You should watch that if you want to get better at learning this faster. So we'll see you in that video. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you learned something new, and we'll see you soon.